Yes, sir. Talking to town, leaving work. You see the beauty is this when it comes to, the empty individuals. They never did anything to me personally. Like I said, I look at the attempt, I'm like, wow. All that attempt for what? Right, I gotta be real with you. It's just the attempt that makes you like, wow. It's not about what they've done to you. Believe me, half of the stuff that North trying to do to me, if they really did that stuff to me, I wouldn't be able to talk right now because I'd be so crushed. So to be real with you, I gotta be honest with you. I've never been crushed. Now I've had feelings and emotions, of course, but as far as crushed and defeated, I've never been there by a narcissist because I never known them to do anything they actually completed. Like I said, see, the thing is, they try so hard to do the same thing over and over again. It might fool some to think that, but no, sorry. That's why I remain a happy target. That's why I'm serious. Like I said, it's just the attempt. It's not about them because like I said, if they did things, half of the they try to look. If that was done to me, I wouldn't be able to talk about it because it'd be too crushing to even talk about. It'd be too crushing to even come back from. It's crazy. That's why I tell people you gotta follow God too. Because even them attempts are, don't get me wrong, right? And like I said, you'll never believe what a narcissist say. They can never get into your mind and you believe what they say. Not me personally, because I just know who I am and I've always known who I was. So when narcissists tell me, I can never believe it. Never that, because I always know who I was. I knew who I was before Empath told me things. Let's be realistic, that's the thing. You gotta know who you are. And when you know who you are, you can always go far. That's it. And so you can go through far in life when people do things to you and when they attempt to. And when you know yourself, they'll just attempt to, and then it'll be a very strong attempt, but an attempt and doing things is two different things. See, that is different. One thing to do something to somebody is another thing to attempt to do it. Right. I mean, when I do something, I know I do it. It's not, I'm attempting this. No, I know a job got to get done. And see, that's where the narc believes, or they pretend they're like the empath. The narc, like, okay, especially when they follow God. When you follow God, you know your mission is for the Most High God, and you're calling the Most High God, you take the cross of Christ, and you don't deny that. Especially when you follow Him, when you follow God, when you glorify God. Now, the narc, see, they don't glorify God. They don't glorify Satan. They believe themselves that they're God. They believe they're Satan, and they believe both sides. And that's the main reason, why they try to pretend to be you. Because, see, they see that you believe in yourself, and they see you believe in God more. Like me, I believe in God much more than I believe in myself, of course. Without my creator, I can create anything. So, me being in God's image, I have to be, in superior mode at all times, which thank God I am. So, them, what they see things as, oh, well, the empaths are doing this, they're doing that. So, they just look at the empath and they just, they feel like, oh, I like what the empath is doing. So they don't look at the empath and they don't think about God at all. They look at the empath because remember, a narc is empty. So remember, the reason why a narc is empty is a narc is basically a bastard. And I don't mean a bastard just in not physically knowing their father. They're a bastard because they didn't physically know their father, don't physically know their mother, don't spiritually know their father, don't spiritually know their mother. And so remember, they're empty all around. So when they look at an empath that just speaks, and he walks in superior mode, he still puts God first, they hate that even more. Because remember, they don't really have a creator. They don't believe in the creation they are. Pardon me, right? They don't believe in the creation that they are. So they don't really know what they actually believe in. So when they hear me say things like, well, I know I work for God. I know feelings got to be put to the side. They try to look at it the same way and say, the reason why I can't commit to nobody is because, they try to use the same excuses. And then they say that they're, but the thing about it is my things is not an excuse. My job is from up above, and that's why I know how to put things to the side, because I know my real job. That's why someone that don't have a job that I have, well, they could go through more of hurts and pains because they didn't put their feelings to the side, you know, or put their whatever to the side. Like, you know, like I do and other empaths that are really out here do, right? We put our feelings to the side. See, a narc don't put feelings to the side. A narc basically never had feelings. Like I said, right, remember, they're bastards spiritually, emotionally, physically, and everything else. They're always, right, you know, they're bastards, and when they have children, they want to raise the children as bastards without a covering. Right, they want admiration, they want to be seen, they want to be noticed, and that's the beauty of it, right? So like I said, so what it is they try to follow the role of the empath. The empath, the real empath, I say, you know what? It's not about a relationship, it's not about family, it's not about this and that. It's about justice, it's about doing right, and it's about the family that does that. Not about, right, so they want to be just like that. So instead, what do? They gather up flying monkeys to make it look like they're doing something. While the empath, like Superman, like Spider-Man, whatever, or like some of the Marvel heroes, comics stuff, we go do things by ourselves. That's the reason why they don't understand. When we don't gather up flying monkeys, our popularity is just, it is what it is. The popularity is off the roof. Like I said, when I do the gospel and stuff, people don't view in and say that they watched the video, but I already can tell who watched it, who didn't, and plenty of people watched it, right? So see, that's the true role of an empath, the true role of a hero. Heroes, how can I say this? Right, heroes don't roll with their fans. Fans don't roll with their heroes. It's kind of like the celebrity and fan thing. Just, you know, just in a sense of speaking, but it like really is. Right, because a hero, or, you know, like I said, an empath has to go off on his or her own and do what they have to do. Now, they can team up sometimes from time to time, but they have to go on their own, because if they don't go on their own, then there's going to be a conflict of interest. So you can't protect your family, you can't protect your friends, you can't protect anybody by rolling with them, because, see, right, the empath world is not a game. See, in the narcissist world, it's just a game, because remember, they kill, steal, and destroy, like their father Satan. That's the point. So what do? We build, we give life, and we sacrifice ourselves for the goodness of others. And number one, glorifying God, and try to stick to the commandments of Christ, and that's what we do, and that's the difference. So what they do is they try to reverse. So remember, they stay with flying monkeys and people that defend them. When the empath was like, well, I'm always defending myself. I'm keeping it gangster because I don't need another person to defend me. I don't need a person to validate me, because I'm already been self-validated. I was self-validated when you tried to do what you did. I was self-validated after that. I was born self-validated. So I'm self-validated when I'm going through problems, because that does not change. Just like a narc, no matter what a narc does, have a baby, get married, get divorced, get this, get that, gang up with their cousins, gang up with their brother, their sister, their mother, their father, it doesn't matter. You're still a narc. You can't make yourself not a narc because you make a family connection. You can't make yourself not a narc or just because, right, you understand? So that's the same with an empath. We will always be an empath regardless. And that's where the joy and the laughing comes from. That's where it comes from. If we can always be an empath, then we'd be some miserable people. Just like a narc. A narc, like, damn, this is all I can ever be. I pretend I got flying monkeys, but this is all I can ever be, right? So it's just like that person that got riches, but it's killing them inside. That's what a narc is. And an empath is a person that got riches and just sometimes just throw the money and say, here, just throw money, because you just can't get rid of what you have inside. And that's the beauty of it. I'm about to go do a little shopping. Y'all glorify God, take up the cross, stay empathic, because that's what y'all are. They can't take you out of that. Call them out, do what must be done. And remember, it's your story, no one else's. Peace.